Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Paulina Enchanted. Today we're going to talk about sleep paralysis. Have you guys ever experienced this phenomenon? For those who don't know, that's when you fall asleep and then you wake up. You're awake, but your body is not awake. Dun dun dun. So then you're kind of paralyzed, and there's people who have had very creepy experiences. Let me actually get some music going. 1 second. Hello, welcome. So I'm double streaming right now. Linking Atlas, welcome. Hi. How are you? Erscribe. Thanks. Hello, Mohammed. How are you guys? Okay. Trying to get some music going too. I just started this live. Warren, hi. I'm doing good. It's been like a couple days. Okay, here we go. Okay. So, Plin, I couldn't stop about since. Oh, that's sweet. Thanks, Linking Alice. It's very sweet. Go ahead and pin this message. Okay. So, 1 second. Okay. So, today's topic, we're going to talk about sleep paralysis. For those who don't know, that's when you fall asleep and you wake up, but there's something wrong. You can't move. You're awake, but you can't move. You're stuck in your body. What is causing this? Some people experience something quite scary. Very common experience is to be frozen and you feel pressure on top of your chest. You can't move. It's like there's a monster, a demon on you. Isn't that scary? So I think there's a few explanations for this. Let me catch up on the comments here. You're super friendly. Oh, thanks. You're sweet. I felt like a lost friend. So what you're letting us know today? So today I am talking about the sleep paralysis phenomena. Have you guys ever experienced that? Waking up and being paralyzed in your own body? Isn't that horrifying? Bam teeth, yes. Can I give you religious? Sure. That's the whole point of this community, Muhammad, is that we can share our different ideas. I've experienced it. I actually experienced it the other day. I'll tell you my personal experience. There are some scientific explanations, and then I think there's some esoteric, like spiritual explanations. So scientific explanation. Okay. So I was gonna tell you my story. Let me tell you my story first. So the other day, I was in a dream, and in this dream, it was weird. It was like I was a worker, but I was like forced to work, like kind of like a slave. I was forced to work, but I just had like a uniform on, and I was following a security guard down this hallway. And when I'm going to move this, because I have 2 lives going on, I'm going to move this one a little closer because I'm losing people here. I think they can barely see me. 1 second. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. Hi, Naki. Okay, so in this dream, I'm following this security guard right in front of me. And then I realize, oh, I'm dreaming. And then I was like, I'm dreaming. I got so excited. And the security guard turns. Like, he turns at me. And he's so angry. Like, I realized that I was dreaming and I wasn't supposed to realize it. And I was about to, I do this thing when I lucid dream. I was gonna, like, go like this and just change everything because it's my world, right? And when I'm about to do this, I feel myself waking up. The security guard is still mad at me, looking at me like, how dare you know you're dreaming? And I'm like, no, I don't want to wake up. I know I'm dreaming. Like, I know I can just change this reality. I don't want to wake up. I don't want to wake up, right? And I'm trying to hold myself so I don't wake up. And so I'm fighting to stay in the dream. And as I'm fighting to stay in the dream and I'm being forced to wake up, I wake up, but I am paralyzed. My body didn't wake up. I forced my body to stay in that dream state, and then I was paralyzed. So I was like, I couldn't move, and I was like, oh, I'm having sleep paralysis. I wonder why I was getting kicked out of that dream once I realized. Security guard was so angry, like, how dare you realize? How dare you realize that you were dreaming? He just turned at me, and I was supposed to be working in this dream. So, and then eventually I snapped out of the sleep paralysis and I could move. With sleep paralysis, there are some scientific explanations, but there are some spiritual explanations. I have some scientific explanations here. Some scientific explanations. Oh, did it not print out the other? I had another paper, but that's fine. Would be basically you're not getting enough sleep, maybe your sleeping patterns, maybe you're stressed. Like, basically your body's out of whack and it can create sleep paralysis. That's the scientific explanation. Where the spiritual explanation, I believe more. Thanks for the likes, you guys, over here on TikTok. It's a funny one. The one guy, appreciate all the likes. I'm double streaming, just if you don't know, so I'm looking back and forth. Okay, so, and I'm going to catch up on the comments on YouTube in a second. So, the spiritual explanation is, this is my personal beliefs, because I've experienced a lot of sleep paralysis. I feel like that you can have two different types of sleep paralysis. When something is actively, like, psychically attacking you, that can put you in a state of sleep paralysis. I mean, a lot of people do experience, like, a heaviness on their chest, and they look up, thanks for join the club heart. John, I appreciate you. They feel a heaviness on the chest, and they think it's a demon, and it's frightening them, and it's horrifying. Or they see a creature in the corner, and it's looking at them, trying to scare them, right? That is an actual entity in the spiritual realm that is trying to scare you to feed off of that energy, right? It's a darker entity. That's one type of sleep paralysis. But the other type of sleep paralysis, which I've experienced, is where it's your subconscious. I had practiced how to astral project. That's when your soul leaves your body while you're sleeping. And one of the first times I had a very intense sleep paralysis, because it's a stage right before leaving your body, basically. But it was like a demon, like a monster, just screaming in my ear with a very dark tone, like, I'm going to eat you, and then I'm going to eat myself, just like the darkest tone, just screaming. But I kept telling myself, this is sleep paralysis, it's fine. And that I innately knew that entity was not on its own. It was part of my subconscious, because it was like a monster I would have created as a kid. And then after that experience, I was never scared of sleep paralysis. I do protect myself spiritually, so I don't get attacked like that. And when I do experience sleep paralysis, it's just a form of me to astral project if I want to leave my body, to be completely transparent with you guys. So I don't think it's anything necessarily bad unless you're actually being psychically attacked, which you can banish that stuff. Nothing has power over you. but for the most part, your subconscious will you'll meet your subconscious sometimes. And then I never had anything scary because I wasn't scared. I didn't feel the scary feelings when I was paralyzed, so I didn't make up something, my subconscious. And then once you do leave your body or you fall back asleep, it's one or the other, or you wake up. Okay, I'm going to catch up on the comments. I see a lot of comments on YouTube. Let me just, since I have only a few on TikTok, I'm going to read the TikToks and I'm going to read it on YouTube. So let's see. And I appreciate all the hearts and likes and stuff because it does help promote my channel. If you guys have personal experiences, let me know. We can all talk about that stuff. Okay. If you guys want to email me, my email's on my description on YouTube. I should put it on TikTok. Your personal experiences, if you want me to talk about it, I can. The one guy said I gotta get your opinion on sleepwalking. I don't know, because I've never experienced sleepwalking, to be completely transparent. So I don't have a first, and I have to really dive deep. There's that one spooky girl that I love to watch on YouTube, the one that ghost hunt. She has a lot of sleepwalking, and I don't know if it's a spiritual thing. I don't know. So I actually don't have an opinion yet because I haven't really dived deep on sleepwalking. If you guys have opinions or background or information, let me know. Clip says from religious person's perspective, she's talking the truth. Thanks. Clip 787. Okay, I'm gonna catch up on YouTube because I see I have a lot of comments on YouTube. Okay, Linking says it's also connected to demons, negative beings. I think it depends. My opinion is it depends if you're being sexually attacked or not. It's just your subconscious. Your friend Corey says, what dried fruit should I add to my granola? I'm taking input. Apples, maybe? I don't know. Wow, what canine I've not seen canine like those. About to cat's back. Ooh. Hey, who is you, Paulina? Linking Atlas says, yeah, this happens usually, and even when you woke up, you realize it's just a dream, not real experience, aka reality. Yeah, well, in a sleep paralysis state, the only time I've experienced anything like that, I knew it was my subconscious, even though I was scared. Sleep paralysis, Muhammad says, sleep paralysis is sometimes called AI Jathum, and it happens to evil spirits called jinns. Ooh, I've heard that. Yeah, so I would say that would fall in the line of the psychic thing, like if you're not protected and something is trying to feed off of scaring you. You can't talk, you shiver, you can't move. Yeah, you're just frozen. I don't know why I couldn't see you live on TikTok. Are you sure you don't mind anyone emailing you, Paulina? I wouldn't want to be... Yeah, I'm okay with just like what I'm trying to... Because sometimes it's hard for me to come up with ideas. And I think it'd be cool if you guys tell me your personal experiences and maybe I can talk about it. If it's like a cool story, maybe if you don't mind, if you mind, then don't email me. But if you don't mind, yeah, if you have like a crazy experience or something, you guys can definitely tell me, and then if for me to create a video and we can all talk about it. And also like kind of PG too, because I try to keep my channel pretty PG, just to open everybody. Curbsy says hello, Paulina. Hello, hi. Again says super spider are getting fungus all over the world and becoming snowball with fungus, but they reach out top of the rooftop. What? You have to explain that, Linking Alice. I'm curious. Okay, let me catch up on TikTok comments. I have 5 people over here commenting. Let's see. Thanks for all the hearts. Vampire, my love. That's so sweet, you guys. Okay. All things beautiful, said respect. Yeah, of course. What type of person? Actually, you have so many, Juan. You're on the live. You can just write them on the live too. Like right now, I see Muhammad wrote one right now. Just anything like, you know, esoterical, you know, kind of like, ooh, like glitch in the matrix or saw something spooky, you know. So Muhammad says my father had, and then if you want to do it on the live, that's awesome too. I actually like that. Like right now, Muhammad wrote them. So this is Muhammad's experience. He said, my father had sleep paralysis once. He went to the grave of my grandmother at night in the graveyard, and he was well dressed and wearing perfume, and then he came back and fell asleep. Ooh, and then he had sleep paralysis after. I wonder if something followed him from the grave. I for the people who don't know, I do give ghost tours, and I had this couple tell me that they were riding their electrical scooter in a notoriously haunted grave, and as soon as they got to the entrance with their electric scooters, the scooters were like at 80%, fully drained. The scooters were fully drained, fully. They stopped working right at the entrance of the cemetery, and the girl took it. She took it as she took it as like as a warning, like, do not come into the cemetery. That's why we drained your scooter. Oh my God, I would take it as a warning too. I would tell my boyfriend, like, we're turning, like we're scooters are 80%, and then if fully drained at the entrance of the cemetery, we're gone. Like, I would be gone too. Let me think. And there's some correlation with spirits and draining technology. Part of my ghost tour, I do have to stop at a hotel and talk about how haunted it is. It's like notoriously haunted. And I had one of the workers tell me that they had a filming crew, because I guess they were filming a documentary or something, but they had a filming crew go to the haunted, because they had two buildings, to the really old building to film. And that old building, their cameras they would charge the batteries, dead. Charge the batteries, dead. They could not film. They could seriously not film, like, whatsoever. It's insane. So that's a little crazy to me. I mean, like, oh my God. There's some weird correlation there. So what do you guys think when it comes to the energy? Like, why are haunted places, why do they tend to drain out, like, energy? Also, I think I would equate that to like a darker haunting. You know what I mean? Because that hotel, the stories that I tell on my ghost tour, whatever's haunting there wants to scare the people. Thanks for all the likes, you guys. Thanks for the follow, Serg, and the Somber Sovereign. I appreciate all of you guys here on TikTok. And then on YouTube, let me catch up on the comments. Yeah, something took out the power of the electric bikes. Okay, Huang says there are a lot of spirits at the graveyard. It's why I prefer cemeteries. For those who don't know, cemetery is a graveyard that has been blessed by a religious official, usually Christian. Oh, so the blessing that's nice. I didn't even think about that. Okay. Sometimes people do crazy things during sleep paralysis. Some eat food, some go outside. Oh, I don't think do you mean sleepwalking, Linking Atlas? Because sleep paralysis, you can't move. You're like, your body is paralyzed. And then, oh my God, I heard that last part. Yeah, someone asked me on TikTok about sleepwalking. I've never sleptwalked, so I wouldn't know how to dive deep into that. Keith says, you vampire. So much met one before. Oh my God. Let's see. Linky Allen says, sometimes people do crazy things. Oh yeah, I read that. This is symptoms. Huang says, the main paranormal belief is spirits, when they manifest, they drain energy of all sorts in order to gain a physical enough presence. Oh, so that's why they're draining the technology energy. Some think that means ghosts and other spirits can become more physical. Maybe have a more hold. Something with electricity. But I always get, like, the feeling, if it's draining like that, it's, like, it's not connected to, like, light and love and source. I just feel like it's probably a little darker spirit. And usually they are like the ones that are scaring people. Like, there's no reason to scare people. I've had so many spiritual encounters, especially because I do ghost tours. And there's a lot of spirits that are just nice. They're kind of, some of them are just really, like, you know. But, if it's trying to actively cause fear, it's something darker trying to feed off of that energy. My personal opinion. Okay, let's see. There are some true stories about some young women or teenagers that have sleep paralysis. They woke up in the middle of the end, go outside and have oh my god. Well, I don't, but that's sleepwalking though, because I guess maybe they weren't sleep paralysis and then they sleepwalk. Because sleep paralysis, you're fully conscious. Like, you're frozen. Your body's frozen. And you're fully conscious. Thank you, Brawley, for the like. I appreciate you guys for the follows, too. Huang says, the root word of cemetery comes from the Greek, I don't know how to say that, geometrian, which means sleeping place. This term means cemetery is a safe place for the dead to rest because bad spirits cannot harm the dead. I love that. I forget that cemeteries are blessed. And that makes sense because as a kid, my mom would take me to the cemetery a lot where my grandma was buried. And I always felt so peaceful in the cemetery. It was just like a very peaceful, nice feeling. It didn't feel scary. So I think that's because they're blessed. That's actually really good. Anthony says, sending good vibes. Ooh, sending good vibes to you and to everybody. Yes, I love that. Linking Atlas says, I experience a lot of sleep paralysis, like an evil being is torturing me badly. Oh my god, I'm sorry about that. I experienced even a friend that's throwing me from a building. I wonder, well, if it's, no, because, okay, I think you're getting it confused because they're not throwing you from a building. Sleep paralysis just means that you're paralyzed when you're sleeping. Maybe you're having nightmares. But if you're getting that all the time, I would say protect yourself spiritually because it just sounds like it's, it might be something else messing with you. Over here on TikTok, do we have anybody who've experienced the sleep paralysis or maybe something darker where you are sleeping and there's something haunting you a little bit? Okay, so Muhammad says, I don't know why these jinn types of things happens a lot to my father. Now I have got to know new thing that there's 2 female jinns in our village house. So I think with darkness, and I think our world, our reality, there's light and there's dark, right? And they're everything, and whatever you focus on and you tune into, that's what you get. Well, I always try to do light and love, I talk about dark things sometimes, but there are good things, and I would say tune into that, Nexus says, yes, I have. Tell us about your experience, Nexus. I just talked about, I just had sleep paralysis. It wasn't bad. It, like, literally for me, I'm protected spiritually. I was just paralyzed because I was trying to stay asleep because I was lucid, but then I was waking up, so then I was paralyzed. What's up, says Justin. Thomas says, want to be a vampire. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Muhammad says, I don't know. Oh, yeah, you're right. But they are good ones. If you don't mess with them, then they won't do anything to us. Yeah, it's like, don't poke the beehive's nest. Even when I do my ghost tours, I set the intention, only good in love and light. Thomas says, want to be a vampire. What's up? What's up? Let me see. Oh, my computer's about to die. Well, I guess I'll play the music till it dies. Oh my god. Linking Atlas. Let's see. I'm sorry about that. I think you're getting technically attacked, Linking Atlas, so I would work on cleansing yourself. Trophy Harry Potter says your friend. Aw, thanks. That's nice. Thank you. Nexus says, I hate it. I keep trying to force myself to move, but just end up going back to sleep. So, have you ever experienced anything? The only time I've experienced something I knew was my subconscious. John Megan says, turn me. It's funny. But have you ever seen anything? Because a lot of people do report seeing things, and I think it's that fear thing. And then you manifest it. So, in your dream state. You need to advise sleeping. uh, that's a good question, Adam. Let's see. John McCann, thanks for the likes, you guys. So if you're experiencing it a lot, Nexus, it might be your sleeping patterns. Because I looked into it, the scientific part of it is, maybe you're not sleeping well. Maybe you're stressed and it's causing a sleep paralysis. But there's a lot of spiritual meanings too. Like if you're trying to leave your body, you'll fall into that. Or in this case, I was trying to stay in my dream because I was lucid. I was fully lucid. That security guard, thanks for the follow, no Chick-fil-A sauce. That's a cool name. That security guard in my dream, because I realized that this was like 2 days ago. I realized that I was lucid. I was like, oh, I'm dreaming. This is my world. And I was like forced to work in this dream. That security guard that turned and looked at me, he was so mad that I knew and I could just change everything. And then I was being forced to wake up. That was weird. That felt like a real person. So let's see. Linking Alice says, I have seen a big size witch watching me from the room door while I was scared watching a horror video or possibly a horror movie. So wait, you had sleep paralysis while so you fell asleep watching a horror movie and then you woke up and oh my God. And you have to also be aware what you watch and what you listen to, because it does really affect your subconscious and then it affects your reality, right? Thanks for all the likes, you guys, on TikTok and on YouTube. Her hands were pretty big and awful. Yeah, I always find that creepy. Like those horror shows that show the elongating fingers. I've never experienced this, thank God, but the people who experience sleep paralysis, they're frozen. They can't move. And then they see this monster and it's just a shadow. And it has long fingers and it's coming at you. That's scary. Nexus says, makes sense. It seems like it happens when I know the next day is going to be stressful. Yes, yours sounds like it's more like it's your body telling you to meditate, do breath work, ground yourself, be here. Huang, I had read your comment, but I didn't get to answer it. I meant to answer it. I'll answer it now. The best way to ground yourself, if you're getting distracted or if you're mind a lot, go outside and just take a walk outside. Look at the sun or the moon. Just point out different things that you find beautiful, and it gets you out of your mind, and it really helps you be in the present moment. Just find beauty in things, Thanks for the sharing, Nexus. Hello, Clint. Welcome. Let's see. Linkies, remember the house where I live? It's haunted. Oh yeah, I remember you told me that. I don't know if you want to leave the spirits there, but you should definitely cleanse the house if you keep having sleep paralysis. That is caused by hauntings too. That means you're getting psychically attacked. Anthony says, you mentioned Stargate. Yeah, I watched Stargate as a kid. You mentioned Stargate SG-1 before. You like that show? Sleep paralysis is spooky. I can never breathe, and I wonder if I will wake up. Apparently, sleep paralysis is not a risk to the health, though. I mean, I breathe. That's never happened to me where I couldn't breathe. Yeah, it's just it's either caused by stressing your body, like Mr. Nexus here, that he gets stressed out and then he has sleep paralysis, or it can be caused by you trying to do something. Like I was trying to, for the longest time, astral project, so I was meditating a lot, putting that intention. I want to leave my body while I'm sleeping. I was trying to astral project, so that would cause sleep paralysis right before. Or being psychically attacked, like Mr. Linking Atlas that needs to cleanse his haunted house. Hello, Aita. Welcome. You have to call me, girl. Okay. And then let me catch up on the comments. Huang says, oh, you mean the comment I left you about retrograde? It took me a while to remember that. Yes. Yes, the one about retrograde. I saw it right before I went live, and I was like, oh, if they're here, I'll answer it. If not, I'll answer when I get back from live. Linky Ann says she's absolutely right, connecting with nature. Yes, it's so, like, if you guys are stressed, or if your mind, I just learned this term, like, ruminating thoughts. That means you're having thought patterns over and over again. And it's torturing you for no reason. Like, it's old stuff, it's future stuff. But you're fine. You're healthy. Everything is fine. You're safe. Just go outside and smell some grass. No, but seriously, taking daily walks is so healing. I took a walk today. I do this. Taking daily walks is so healing. And just find 6 things that you find beautiful. Like, maybe find the trees. Maybe, like, if you feel the breeze on your face, or wiggle your toes, or just smile at people. Just find the beauty. Feel the sun. I feel like the sun has, like, healing codes that really do heal you. Oh my god. Sorry, I just got a funny text message. But what was I gonna say? That's another thing I want to say. This is a side tangent. The sun has healing messages. Like, when you go outside and you just kind of, like, early morning sun or late night sun, not like burning yourself, but early morning sun, and just take it in and let it just, like, go. It's just healing. It really does have healing. I feel like it has healing codes. This is my hippie me, but I go outside and it's just, there's something healing about it. And then also, this is a side tangent. We could talk about, what is it called? The airplanes, the chemtrails. Why are they creating fake clouds? Did you guys notice that? They're creating fake clouds. I've been tracking the chemtrails. In Florida, there's less than other states because it's actually legal here. But you still see them up there occasionally. And I'll see them over my neighborhood like 4 times a week. But it's not like crazy like other places. And it's literally just an airplane dumping this thing. And then it expands. And it turns into clouds. I've literally been watching this. It literally expands and turns into clouds. And a lot of people think it's because this is my hippie me, and I actually can see this. The sun is healing. It sends us messages, like maybe subconsciously or whatnot. And it's just kind of to block that a little bit. You have fangs. Yes, I have fangs. Morley. Linking Alice says she's absolutely right, connecting with nature. Yes. Linky says, even the oracle card you pulled out first me, it was going out in nature. Yes. I think that's an important message for everyone, honestly. Go outside, take a walk daily, and you will start feeling amazing. Just find things that are beautiful in your walk, and it'll really help your state of mind. It'll help you. And it'll help you appreciate, like, the world's beautiful. Like, society, like, it has ups and downs, but innately, the world is beautiful. It really is, you know? Joe Bastita says, peace, peace, peace. I keep forgetting the garlic emojis. That's funny. Linkiana says, nature. Paulina, why not fix days and times for life? Maybe I should do that. I feel like more people would tune in, because a lot of the times they message me. They're like, I missed it. And I'm like, I'm sorry. So I have like a career thing going on. I have to figure it out. And then if I can do this, I will. Yeah, the AI on TikTok says, share your sleep paralysis experiences. I just did. Have you? Have you guys been paralyzed? Ooh, have you guys been paralyzed while you sleep? Okay. And you feel something pulling you up. It's like your soul is going up, but you get scared and you kind of wake up. That's right before you astral project. It's so weird. It's like you're falling and then you're in a sleep paralysis state, and then you feel like your soul's being pulled up, and that freaks people out and they snap out of it. But if you let it take you, you're just going to pop out of your body. You can just like sit up and walk out. I haven't astral projected in a while, like in like a few years, but maybe I should. I don't know. I'll contemplate that. I just used to meditate a lot. Cause you know, it was 2020, 2021. Okay. So, close friend. Thank you, Lakia. That's the whole point of creating this community. We can all just talk about all the weird stuff here. Okana says, hi. Yes, my close friend, Pangin. Aw, I'm glad you're enjoying all this. Anime says, are you single? No, I have a boyfriend. You're absolutely right about sun has a message for you daily. Yeah, it does. There's just healing. Oh my god. I'm doing royalty-free messages, but I mean music, but you know what that means? That I get ads. 1 second. There we go. Welcome back, Aita. Okay. Let me read the comments. So it says, these are chemical clouds. So we're talking about the chemtrails. So Linking Atlas says, these are chemical clouds, and it does its task, including disease, mind change. I don't know. Well, I don't know what they're putting. I just know that it turns into a cloud. It literally, the chemtrails, if you stay outside staring at it for a long time, all they do is they slowly expand. Just sit on your bench. Sit outside, watch it, sit on a chair, and as you watch it, eat something, stay there for a while, you'll see that they'll slowly expand into clouds. And I'm not fully complaining because I don't like it when it's like hot, sunny. I kind of love cloudy weather, but it's weird. Eileen Canna says, after you live, I'll go outside for a walk. Yes, go outside for a walk. Yeah, it's funny, Huang. Yeah, there was a girl I was trolling. Down Better Believe says, hey, gorgeous. Yes, I'm trying to eat. Thanks. Thinking out less. Excuse me. Well, I do have a job separately, but I do keep that private, to be honest. But I want to grow this community. I would love for this to be my full-time job, and you know, why not? It'd be awesome. So Down Better Believe says, you have a wolf from Wall Street. I don't know what that means. Demons team doing good. Are you wizard, miss? Are we all wizards? Aren't we all magical beings here? You guys can create your reality. The lie that you've been told is that you're just human. That's the lie they've told you. You're human and you can't do anything. But that's not true. You guys can create your reality fully. You guys are alchemists. You guys are strong. Your mind is more powerful than you think. And actually, we're all connected spiritually. They try to disconnect you in this society, but we're all connected. It makes us way powerful than you think. Okay, so Linkiana says, yes, I was paralyzed, like falling from the building and couldn't get out of that dream in which I knew I was in a room. Oh, wait, so you never opened your eyes? So it seems like you're being paralyzed in your dream. So sleep paralysis is when you're fully awake. And then you're just kind of stuck in your body. Who else deserves the heavens? Not that good. And Nan says, hola, soripan. I don't know what that means. Blanca says, saludos desde Uruguay. Acá siempre mirando los abrazos. Gracias, Blanca. Igual. My computer finally died. Let's see. What does a necklace mean? Is it a key? It's a good question. Is this the key? I just thought it was very beautiful. I went to like a crystal shop and I was very drawn to this necklace. And I don't know, there's something that was drawing me to this necklace like crazy. And it's rose quartz with amethyst. I always love rose quartz. One second, my camera's going crazy. Are you working in IT or something else? I can't say, but I will say that I do have one job that I do talk about publicly, which is ghost hunting. I do ghost tours, and that's a lot of fun. Oh, such a bummer. The computer died. One second. Let me see if I can plug this in real quickly. Because I was really enjoying. Oh no, I hope the whole system does not fall. I was really enjoying having the spooky music here. Let's see if I can get this to work. I have Silas watching, I think. Okay, one second. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Oh no! That's what I didn't want to do. Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah, this is so embarrassing. It's like all falling right now. One second. There we Can you hear me now? Is that better? Okay. There we go. Should I just hold? Oh god, it's so bright. There we go. That's better, I think. Okay, thanks for the follow, Chris Pierce. As you can see, I am a very human vampire. Ugh. It's funny because I got diagnosed with ADD, and I don't think it exists, but maybe it does, but you guys can see. But no, I feel like it's made up. I feel like it's made up, and if I tell myself it exists, then it's then I'm literally creating my reality. Because you have to be so careful with the words you have to be so careful with the words you speak because they do create your reality fully. So I'm gonna say I'm healthy, my brain's healthy, we're all healthy. Okay, so let me catch up on the comments. Mr. Lunzi says hello. Yeah. Okay, I don't know if I lost you guys on YouTube because I keep getting notifications. One second. Let me start a poll. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? There we go. Just let me know if you guys can hear me. There we go. Perfect. Thanks for the follow. You're so beautiful. Thanks. Thanks, you guys. Okay, let's see something. Mario, welcome. Okay, so we're getting 6 votes on YouTube. Yes, you guys can hear me after that fail. Okay, So let me catch up on the comments. Let me see if I can make this higher up because you guys are under me now. Okay, so let's see. I very agree. No, my eyes were closed. Okay, Anthony says, now that I am thinking about it, when I have sleep paralysis, the couple times I slept walked, I was stressed and maintaining a time. So wait, I don't understand. Are you guys saying that you've experienced sleep paralysis and slept walk? Like you were consciously awake in your body and your body was doing something and you couldn't take control? Is that what you're telling me? Because I've never experienced that. I didn't even know that was a thing. I honestly was talking about just being froze, like you wake up and you can't move. Your body's paralyzed because it's asleep, because it's fully asleep. Okay, so thanks for the follow, Big Ed, and thanks for all the hearts, you guys. Let's see on YouTube what people are saying. Linking Alice, link the, it says Theodoro, no sound. Okay. Okay, you guys can hear me now. My phone's fault. Yes, sound is back. Okay, perfect. Okay, sounds back. Okay, awesome. Sounds back. Yes. Okay. So, yeah, for me, sleep paralysis has always been 3 experiences. We had the one guy here that he was stressed out. His sleeping patterns were bad. That can create sleep paralysis. It could be a psychic attack by an entity, or it could be your subconscious. You're creating the nightmare that's around you, and it is a way for you to astral project. Do you ever feel something that's pulling you out? If you let it take you, your soul's gonna be walking around. Okay. So, no, I'm not linking Atlas. I do not do my job's very innocent. What was I gonna say? Big S says followed. Thanks for the follow, you guys. Okay. So, what else? We were talking about chemtrails. Oh, we could talk about something weird here. So, Anthony Brunette says, I sleptwalked into a dark room during 2019. I opened my eyes and barely saw the night sky glow through the shades to orient myself, and then more recently was having sleep paralysis for a while. Interesting. So you have both. You have sleep paralysis and you sleepwalk. Has any of you guys ever sleptwalk? What does that feel like? What causes sleepwalking? I actually don't know what causes sleepwalking. Mana says, oh my gosh, she's pretty. Thanks. You guys are sweet. Drink water. Yeah, I'm good. CTL just says, let's go. Woohoo. Welcome to the channel. You missed it. Everything fell. Like, I have 2 sets up right now, TikTok and YouTube, and everything just fell on me. The freaking light fell on me. Everything fell on me. I was just trying to charge my computer. I had forgot that I was doing that. Let me go ahead and do that. Okay. So, my go-to is always like fairy stuff because I love fae. I love the fairies. Who doesn't? Ooh, Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga is like an old lady that eats kids. I don't know why there's so many stories of an old lady that lives in the forest that eats children. You don't bite. No, I'm good. Liminal zones. So it says, because fairies travel regularly between the world and ours, they can sometimes be found in places where 2 realms come together and briefly merge. The slice of seacoast between low and high tides, the deepening foliage between field and forest, and the sloping land between plain and mountain are a few of these in-between places, known as liminal zones. These magical spots aren't wholly one thing or the other. You can't determine precisely where one leaves off and the other begins. Consequently, they serve as bridges or portals that lead from one realm into another. They do say like a fairy trap. So when you like go into the forest and maybe you see like a tree that looks like it's like a door. you know, or something looks like inviting, you know, or maybe you see a mushroom circle. Many people believe that those are portals to another world. Maybe when you did walk through, today on my walk, I saw this beautiful thing. It was like this tree, but it was like growing. It had like I don't know what kind of plant it was. It was tall as a tree, but it was like a plant. It was like growing things, branches or things this way, and it went over like this. And I was like, I have to walk through this. And it was going over a trail. And I thought it just felt like so magical walking through it. But a lot of people believe when you walk through things like this, maybe you are going into another reality. Okay, so say like Al says, for you, I have only one, my friend. Baba Vang. I don't know who that is. Baba Yaga is a mystical creature. She's like an old witch that lives in the forest, and they always scare people saying that she will eat kids. I don't know why there's so many mystical stories of old women eating children, like witchy women. I don't know where that stems from, honestly. So Muhammad says, I am sorry because I missed your lives. You come live. It's 7:20 a.m. in Pakistan. I was sleeping because I went out. No, you're good. I'm just glad that you made it. I'm glad that you guys all made it. I have a few people on TikTok and a few people on YouTube right now. Joanne says, fairies dance in the woods and forests in Britain. Ooh. Yeah, they're Britain, Ireland. They're just elemental. I feel like there's a lot of more elementals or fae maybe over there because so many people talk about it. But I believe they're nature spirits, and I think they're so magical, you know? But they're just like us, right? There's good and there's bad, and you have to beware. There's a Seelie and unseelie court. It's like they divided themselves into two categories, which is funny, kind of like politics. But Seelie, I think Seelie are the ones that like humans, and unseelie are the ones that don't like humans. But you should never mess with either of them because they're just like us. They can be vengeful. So, the Seelie and Unseelie courts are two rival factions in fairy lore, originating in Scottish tradition. The Seelie court is typically associated with light, benevolence, and good fortune, while the Unseelie court is associated with darkness, malice, and ill fortune. Both court members can be dangerous, as Seelie may act when they are offended. Unseelie are inherently malevolent, though. It's more like they don't like humans, where Seelie are like, we still like humans. Okay, so, Linkiala says, okay, got it. That's why usually we say don't allow kids to not go outside in the woods. Yeah, or they'll just threaten kids like, eat your vegetables. Baba Yaga's gonna go eat you. I don't think I was ever threatened with a monster. My mom was too religious. But I did see a lot of spirits growing up. I had the thing that it's a Chinese tradition, but I forgot what it's called. I'm having a brain fart right now. Feng Shui, where they believe don't sleep with a mirror on the foot of your bed. That is so true, you guys. Don't sleep in the mirror on the foot of your bed. Because as a kid, my parents installed like mirror doors like for the closet. After that, I started having so many paranormal experiences, like crazy. And I would hear tapping in the mirrors. I would see shadows. It was like inviting things in. So they say mirrors are portals, don't sleep with one. I actually really believe in Feng Shui. I've been looking into it, and a lot of their stuff is so true. Keep your entrance of your house clean. It'll bring you good fortune, right? Also, don't go to sleep with dirty dishes. You don't want bad qi. I've been learning a little bit more, and I've put some of their practices, especially practices where you're like respectful and I don't know, there's something about honoring everything you have and keeping it very tidy, and also maybe honoring also like the money you have, the fortune you have. It'll bring you more. It's so weird. Like I've been watching this lady, and it does bring you more. Okay, it's just like the law of attraction. Whatever you put out there, you'll get more of. So let's see. Lincoln asks, are you more connected with European culture and traditions more? I kind of take a little bit of everything in personal experiences. So my beliefs are just everywhere. I don't follow any specific religion. I have had so many paranormal experiences that I know our souls are eternal. And I've realized that we are very powerful beings, and we're just taught that we're not. But you guys can do anything, you know, and I try to stay in the love and light, like sending you guys love and light. You guys are powerful. Just don't forget that. You guys can create your reality. There's nothing stopping you. This is just a made-up society. You know? Do what you want. Do what makes you happy. Okay, so Linking Atlas says, have you studied about Tatars from Northern Europe, like in Russian region? No. What are Tatars? People. No. Do you have anything to tell us about that? I'm curious. Muhammad says, I have to go to bed now. Oh, good night. Hi to II.5. Welcome. I like having you guys. I know the cameras fell, so I'm not looking straight at both, but I'm doing like this. Dun, 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 dun. I'm kind of hungry right now. I don't know what to eat. I do believe in elementals. I did as a child. There was something something magical, and maybe it was the fae, because I used to live next to a forest, and I would sit outside and I would hear music coming from the forest, and it was beautiful. It was like luring me in as a child, but I knew not to go there. And I remember when I would get scared, so I would see things in my room and it would scare me, and I would run to my parents' room. When I would go to sleep, there was another energy that was trying to comfort me. And it was like showing me these beautiful like fireworks and beautiful things, and it made me feel good and happy. And I would always see the fireworks as a child. So I don't know if those were the fairies, because they were so close to my home. I think that's why I resonate with them, because the forest was right there. And I saw a lot of things that you could say they were fae. I did see something that literally looked like Tinkerbell, but fae are just elemental creatures. They can appear how they want you to appear. And they're known to actually like children, because they're so innocent. Curtis says, beautiful hands and nails. Thanks. I'm always swapping these, because these are the press-ons, so I love them. I see that on TikTok, I think I just have one person. Nexus! Oh, you're still watching. Yeah! Welcome, Nexus. Okay, and on YouTube, I have a few people. So I will look if you ever want to add or talk to us about anything, let me know. So, Lincoln says, making dinner. Ooh, nice. Bon appetit. Huang says, well, you killed and drained Dr. Gary, so you can't eat him again. Maybe his evil brother wants revenge. Maybe. Hello, Charlie. I'm doing great. It's a good day today, you know? And, you know, I was kind of feeling unmotivated to go on YouTube and TikTok, but I'm like, no, this is, like, what I want to do. Like, even on days where I'm feeling a little unmotivated, once I'm in it, I'm like, oh, I actually like this. I actually really like this. This feels awesome, you know? Look for something called Ayuya. Let me see. Let's see. What is Ayuya? An ancient oasis city governorate in Saudi Arabia, which is rich history, stunning desert landscapes. Ooh. Oh my god, that's beautiful. There's some beautiful art here too. Angel, welcome. I have on TikTok. I have some sleep paralysis stuff. If you ever experienced that, let us know. On YouTube says, read my comment about Great Wall of China. I don't think I saw it. Sometimes YouTube, this has happened with other people. YouTube will hide the comments from me, so I don't even see what you commented. Can you comment that again, Linking Atlas? Because I didn't see a comment about the Great Wall of China. I think I would like to go, too. I mean, it's beautiful, too. It's very long. What is a gateway crystal? I have this fairy book here, and it says, Journey to Fairyland with a Gateway Crystal. Each crystal is unique and special, distinctive life form as individual as human being is. Their shapes, colors, inclusions, and so on give crystals certain properties and abilities. This gave me a flashback to a book I read as a child about a girl that made a special friend that had like rainbow colored hair, and her hair kept growing and she was magical. Read Truski's You Won't Get Sleep Paralysis. I don't know what that is. What does that mean? I experienced, like, it doesn't scare me. Like, the last time I had sleep paralysis, I was like, oh, I was just trying to stay in my dream because I was lucid, but I was waking up, so I forced myself. My body didn't wake up, and I was paralyzed for a little bit till I was able to move. For protection from bad things. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, sleep paralysis could be a psychic attack too, but not for me because I'm spiritually protected, so that's good. It's from kind of. Oh, I love that. Thank you, Wong, for the. I didn't have to Google it. I think all these protections, they do actually work. Larry Middleton says hello. Hi. Welcome back, Nexus. Juan says, it's a verse in Quran. Protection. Say protections and blessings. I feel like when you send people energy, protection energy, and all of that, if they want to, they will receive it, you know? I don't know. Anything is possible. Everything is out there. I'm happy to have you guys in this community. So Linking Atlas says, the Great Wall of China was built by Tatars to keep Chinese away. China, during its recent rebuilding, changed it and showed China was keeping outsiders away. Oh, that's funny. I didn't know that. It's a good bit of history, honestly. Huang says, I believe in phantamia, psychic paralysis, supernatural form of sleep paralysis that isn't medical, and it can be a psychic attack. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think it's like my personal opinion is 3 options. Psychic attack, which is rare, but it can happen, like the guy with the haunted house. Your subconscious, you're so scared because you're paralyzed, your subconscious manifests the monster, which was happened to me. I knew it was my subconscious. Or the third, you're actively trying to have a sleep, like astral project or go into a different state of consciousness. It can cause sleep paralysis, but then you don't see anything because you just know it's a stage. That's what happened to me last time. I was trying to stay lucid, but oh my God, there's someone knocking on my window. 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 You guys, there's someone knocking on my window. 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 I don't know what to do. There's literally someone tapping on my window right now. There's someone tapping on my window. One second. Shit. I'm gonna leave you guys live. Okay. It's fine. It's somebody. It's fine. It was just somebody playing a prank on me that I know. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. I was not joking. I was actually scared, but we're good. We're good. It's fine. We're good. I was honestly scared because nobody's tapped on my window like that. But we're good. We're good. Yeah. They actually just, because I pranked them, so it's funny. You kept repeating yourself. Yeah, I kept repeating. You guys, now you know when I'm scared. If I'm ever outside and I'm vlogging with you guys, and something's going down, I'm turning the camera over and showing you their face. Okay, you're seeing their face. You're gonna have to call 911 for me. But this time it was just something like, we're good, I'm so relieved. I am so relieved. I just never had that. I've never had someone tap on my window. It gave me flashbacks at a very horrifying story I read a long time ago in one of my long videos. And it was like a paranormal encounter in North Korea. It was some Europeans that went to North Korea, and that tapping gave me horrible flashbacks. Horrible flashbacks. Anyways, I have to go. But everything's good. Just love and light. Honestly, it was a harmless prank. I've done pranks like that. We're all good. I'll see you guys next time at 66 minutes. Bye. Let me say goodbye first here and goodbye here.